You come up here and visit? There he is. He doesn't live stream till Bike makes his appearance. And Nibble's kind of over there. You can kind of see her disappearing behind the couch. Morning, Connie. Good morning, Janine. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she wandered right by there for a second. Not fast enough to catch her. That's how it happens sometimes. I'm sure she'll be back, though, at some point. Morning, Ruth. Morning, Nicholas. Morning, Bob. How's everybody doing today? Oh, it's already going at the brush, isn't he? Yeah. $18 above zero, man. Heat wave. That's shorts and t-shirt weather. Morning, everybody. How you doing? She's about to appear around the corner here, maybe. Kind of see her right there. You gonna come out and visit? No? You're here to visit. How's the weather today? It's sunny and clear outside, but we've got rain coming tomorrow and possibly snow on Thursday. I don't know. They were originally saying on Wednesday, but now they're saying maybe Thursday. So I don't know. We'll see. That's what I love about Texas. You never know. Yeah, I heard that. They were saying like in the low 40s in Florida on the weather this morning. No, Eric had COVID, getting over it. That's good. 3 days off school though. That's all right. Can't complain about that. What are the plans today? Well, I think I'm going to do a live stream for a little while, and we'll make it up after that. Someone won the Mega Millions in California. Well, it wasn't me. I don't play the lottery. That's I don't know. That just sounds like throwing your money away. You used to get it from that finger. You don't know what to do when I give it to you from another finger, do you? Let's see. We've got Nibble kind of lurking around here. She sees the kitty treats being dished here. Figures maybe I can get some too. There's one for you, Nibble. Of course, you know I'm never going to get her to come to the couch if I keep throwing them to her. You got to come get more, Nibble. You're so gullible. All right. Well, back to me. Sorry, people. Yeah, it's not supposed to get that cold in Florida. Oh, this is my T-shirt from Baker, California. That was a place that has that kind of weird alien jerky place that's like right outside of Vegas. It's on the road to Vegas. No, I'm not. I'm not going to get a truck. You know, I appreciate them. And those are some beautiful vehicles, but no, I'm not going to get a truck. And that's I know you almost have to do that to be a Texan, but I want something with better gas mileage. I'm also looking at trailers, and I'm serious looking at trailers. So, a couple weeks from now, my car expires, so I'm going to return that, and I'm going to buy a car this time, and that way I can put a trailer hitch on it and do things that way. I heard about 2 feet of snow in Boston. That's insane. The snow they're talking about here is probably just going to be a dusting. It'll make everything white for a little while, and then probably melt within a few hours. But that's cool. That's the kind of snow I like. It's beautiful for a little while and then it's gone. I don't have to drive in it. So you get a Jeep or a Toyota. Yeah, I don't know. I've had a Honda for like the last 3 lease cars I've had. I've been really happy with Hondas, so I don't know. I may look at that again. Beware of frozen iguanas falling from the trees in Florida. Yeah, right. What's happening down here? Basically, we're just well, I'm just working and doing my thing here, making vlogs. Do I have an option to buy the car? I have, yes, but it's nice to have a little change from time to time. So I don't know. I'm gonna look and see what's out there. Like I said, I really like the gas mileage that I get on this car, so that's kind of an important thing. The only reason I'm actually not going to lease again is because I want to put a trailer hitch on it, and they kind of frown on you know making permanent modifications to a lease car by a Lamborghini. Yeah, no, that's not going to get real good gas mileage either. Still thinks they'll get a pickup truck eventually. I don't know. Like I said, it's not a high priority. I'm more interested in gas mileage. It is nice to have the ability to haul things, but that's why I'm looking at a trailer. Yeah, Gary was a good guy. Like I said in the video, he was really the one person I wanted to say goodbye to, and I was really sad I couldn't find him that day, especially now because I never even got to say goodbye to him. He knew that I wanted to leave Disney, and had been talking about it for years and years and years. So it would have been nice to go back and be able to tell him, "Yep, I left, and I'm much better off now." There are friends that I had there that I really enjoyed, and I still keep tabs on some of them. But unfortunately, never got to say goodbye to Gary. Yeah, well, I'm not looking to put in a like a huge trailer on it, something with a huge tongue weight. They got these little trailers that are basically just It's just a platform and some short walls on it. The kind of thing that I can like haul lumber in. I guess Gary was in the hospital in ICU for a few weeks. I don't know exactly what happened, but he passed away in the hospital. I mean, he was kind of quickly approaching retirement age, so. Oh yeah, well, I mean, everybody knew Gary loved him. He was the greatest guy there. There wasn't anybody that didn't like Gary. Morning, Brack. How are you? Ugh, put the vodka out of reach today. That's not a good idea. I actually poured the water about 30 minutes ago, so I decided to put it in the freezer for a little while just to keep it cold. When I pulled it out, there was actually a thin layer of ice over it. So I got ice water this morning. Ice vodka. Sorry, my mistake. Ice vodka. Gonna get outside today. Upper 60s. Yeah, we're supposed to hit like 70 today. No, no gin today. And yeah, that's about the size of the trailer I'm looking at. I was at Home Depot last weekend, and they sell trailers there, and they got some trailers that would be suitable for me. They're like $1,000, and that's perfect. Yeah, I could haul the lawnmower with it. That's true. I'm seeing John's response to Sandra, and I guess I missed Sandra's comment here. Let me back up here. I saw it right after it popped off the screen here, right before it popped off the screen. Okay, Sandra's never been on the live before. May you ask what I do? Well, I kind of keep my job, a little bit secret. I'm in the manufacturing industry. That's really all I say. But yeah, that's what this vlog is about. It's kind of the story of my life from when I left California to moving here, relocating to Texas, moving into an apartment, looking for a job, finding a job, starting the job, um, and ultimately buying a house. And now I've been kind of, making it mine. So yeah, that's kind of the story of my vlog. Some of the things I go and do, and things that I do to keep myself occupied. Well, I didn't know that the trailer hitches could be bolted onto the frame. I'll look into that. Go to Harbor Freight and get one that you can put together for cheap. Oh yeah, I'll definitely look into that because I know there's a Harbor Freight here in town. How different is it where I am from where I was? Um, it's big difference. I love Texas. I should have come to Texas a long time ago. This is I love the place. The people are so nice. I love the vibe of Waco. It's been really positive experience. Morning, Dave and Terry. How are you doing? Sandra's never left Missouri, but would love to travel soon. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things out there to see. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that. Maybe I'll take a trip over to Harbor Freight today and see what they got. You love the cat. Yeah, that's one and two. The other one's a little bit shy, and she just kind of sometimes makes her appearance, but usually just hides in her room. But this is Mr. Personality here. His name is Bite, isn't it? And you know why your name is Bite, right? Because when I first found you in my backyard, you bit me, didn't you? Yes, you did. So we commemorate that with his name. Hi, Laura. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, that's right. Shifting the couch here, and Bite takes off running. Yeah, I'm doing good too, David. Thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely take a trip over to Harbor Freight and see what they've got. Keep an eye out for China junk, though. Yeah, that's true. I'll check that out too. Yeah, he's an old man too. He's 14 or 15 years old. Buy one of those big tractors, put it in my backyard. Yeah, I don't think it would even fit in my backyard. I don't know where it'd go. The newcomers explain the cat's name again. Okay, I've got two cats. The one you saw, his name is Bite. Only I spell it Byte like a computer byte. And I just told you how he got his name. Um, Somebody abandoned them when they were kittens, when they were about 5 weeks old, and I don't know if they threw them into my backyard or they just ended up in my backyard. But a few days before I found him, I could have sworn I saw a cat in my backyard, but wasn't really in a position to go check for it. And then a couple of days later, I saw him again, and went and looked, because I had a planter like on one end of the yard, and there was like a little gap behind the planter between the back of the planter and the house next to me, and I looked into that little gap, and Light was looking up at me, and a little orange and white cat named that I named Nibble was also in there, and I tried to reach down and grab him, and he kind of hissed at me, so I went and got a pair of gloves, put the gloves on, went down, reached down there and grabbed him, and he just literally clamped onto the gloves. Now, he, they were both feral at the time, so he at five, and they were 5 weeks old, so he wasn't really strong enough to get through the gloves, but he definitely tried to bite me, and so I gave him his name from that. Like I said, I spelled it Byte like a computer bite, and then I named his sister Nibble because in the computer world, half of a byte is a nibble. So yeah, that's how they got their name. How old am I? I am 57 at the moment. Gosh, I'm old. Yeah, in fact, I think I got a picture of Bite and Nibble when they were babies here. Let me see if I can find that for you here. Facebook makes it so difficult to find stuff like this, especially when it isn't reading right. Photos. All right, let's see here. Come on. It's not like I'm doing a live stream or anything and chewing up all my bandwidth. Boy, now I got to figure out where it was. It's an old picture here. So May take me a second here. And it's not in there. All right, let's see. This is the fun part about the live stream. I spent a whole bunch of time staring at my phone. Okay, maybe there. Not there. I got way too many folders in here. No, I can't find it right off the bat. Sorry. Comes a point where you got to cut your losses here. But I have this one picture later on the day I found them where I'm holding both of them in my hands. And they're just little baby kitties. They aren't little baby kitties anymore. Yeah, I like Harbor Freight. I've been in there a few times. Am I looking forward to retirement? Not really thinking about it at this point. You know, as long as I can continue working, you know, I'll keep doing that. I might just be one of those people that, you know, I'll work until I die. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, actually, maybe there is another alternative here. Hang on a second. I bet you I got it on my TV. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. You have to pick up the computer here. Hang on a second. Hope you don't get dizzy or seasick or anything like that. But sometimes we can do it this way. There's a picture of Bite and Nibble when they were babies. Ain't they cute? They ain't little like that anymore. Let's see. I got a couple other pictures here of them too. That's them having some dinner. A tiny little Nibble. Isn't she sweet? She was so little. There's Bite as a baby, 5 weeks old. Still very shy at that point. They love to sleep in the bathtub. They still do. They still take refuge in the bathtub when it's thundering or something like that. They don't like it when it thunders here, so they go hide in the bathtub. That started at a very young age. I'm out kind of exploring the house a little bit. Looking out the window, taking a nap. Nibble still sleeps in that cat tree. And that's them meeting the other cat. That's my previous cat. His name was Cat. Inventive, huh? They weren't very. Yeah, neither of them were very interested in the other. Letting them explore the house a little bit. Tiny little Bite. but they've been with me ever since. Drinking from the sink. It was even more photogenic even then. Anyway, that's probably spent enough time on that, right? Let's see here. Let's get everything plugged back in here. I had like every device in the house plugged into the computer before we started that. So now I got to plug every device back in. There's that. There's that. There's that. Okay, we're all hooked up again. Let's see what I missed. I've been seeing a bunch of comments floating by here, and I didn't read any of them because I didn't have my glasses on. So now we got to catch up here. We're not talking food. What's up with that? Well, I mean, we're only 30 minutes into the live stream, so plenty of time for that. Hey, Peg, how's it going? Rex headed to Trader Joe's. All right. Yeah, we'll be here for another hour and a half or so. You know how it works. Yeah, caps and Santa hats. I could never get him to put those hats on. So, little spoiler alert here. That's Photoshop. Well, I always love new viewers, Sandra. So thank you for watching. That's the advantage of kind of starting out slow like I did. Is I get a chance to build up a lot of videos. There's almost 700 videos now to watch, and so when someone comes in, you can fall down the rabbit hole and just watch them all. Yeah, hair color's changed a little bit. I'm a little fuzzier down here too. That was before I worked at Disney. Yeah, 14 years ago. That's right. Might even be more now because I've been away from Disney 2.5 years, and I was there for 12 years. And I had Bite and Nibble. I got Bite and Nibble uh, probably a year before that. Hi, Dippity Doo. Do I miss California at all? No, not really. I mean, I got friends and family that I miss, but beyond that, no, not really. Yeah. You're just looking at you as a baby. You're not a baby anymore, are you? Uh-uh. You're a big boy now. What forms on your dippity in the early morning? Yeah, that does sound like a Karnak joke. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that you subscribed. Been very excited that I've been getting a lot of um, new subscribers lately. The time it took to go from like 3,000 to 3,500 was like a year, but now I've gone from like 3,500 to we're almost, we're approaching 3,800, and that's all happened last month or month and a half, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I faked the photo with Photoshop. I do that all the time. I'm pretty decent with Photoshop, so I've been a subscriber for over a year, but you never do chat. Well, glad you're here today. Thank you, Brad. Gary was a great guy. I'll miss him a lot. As I said in the video, everyone who knows Gary will miss him because he was that kind of person. I don't think I ever saw him angry. I don't ever saw him frustrated. He was always just positive and upgoing and upbeat and all that. What's going on here? Who's sending me junk here? Who knows? Hollywood and the clubs get old if you live there. Yeah, I was far enough away from Hollywood that never really happened. But those of you who know me know that I'm friends with Jordan the Lion. He used to live in Hollywood, and I visited Hollywood a whole bunch of times, and it really went downhill in the last few years. So that whole state's really gone downhill. I got out at just the right time. I'm convinced of that. Your fur kids used to be a puffball called Old Battle Axe. Not so little anymore. Yeah, I know. That's the story with them too. How's my mom doing? She's a little under the weather right now. I don't think it's anything serious, but that's basically been the story. I didn't really get a whole lot more from the blast from her. Let's see. Yeah, that's really all that's there for mass distribution here. She's doing all right, just a little under the weather. It happens. The kids go to make movies in a graveyard, huh? That's I like going to graveyards too. That's a lot of fun. Get some lights off the camera here. But I still have to wear a mask at work. Yes, it's getting stupid. It's just I'm so over it. I'm tired of constantly breathing in warm, moist air and having a scratchy throat when I get out. I'm tired of the chapped lips. I'm tired of the fogged up glasses. I am so over this thing. But I just fear it's never going to go away. Because there's always going to be another variant, and there's too many. It's too easy to control people through fear. Kid wants to direct and produce movies. Well, doing stuff like that on YouTube is a good way to get practice. Develop. Get your talent worked out now. And develop that and get your sense of style worked out, and then by the time you're able to actually do something, you'll have your craft all finely tuned. Yeah, I'm with you, Gene. You with us too? You've never had to wear a mask, though, so you don't know. Yeah, that's your answer to everything. I haven't gotten the booster shot. I don't really have any desire to do so. The only reason I never was afraid of the virus to begin with. If I get sick, I get sick. But we know who the people who are especially vulnerable to this thing, and it isn't people like me. It isn't kids. It isn't people who are healthy. It's people that they say have what they call comorbidities. And so those are the people we need to be focusing our attention on. But I took the vaccine not because I was afraid of the virus, but because I wanted to get rid of the mask. And so the second that stopped being an issue, it's like, okay, well, why would I inject myself with something that isn't going to prevent me from having to wear the mask? That was why I did that in the first place. And then there's so many people out there that have had the virus itself. They're saying that the if you've had the virus, you're better protected than people who are vaccinated. So why would those people have to get the shot? It's about force. It's about forcing people to do things they don't want to do. I don't think it ever followed the science. And now there's all sorts of evidence, perhaps, that Fauci was involved in developing this thing. We now have at least pretty serious evidence that the NIH was funding gain of function research in Wuhan. So, I don't know, Fauci may be up to his neck in this thing. But, we need to do a serious investigation, and that's not going to happen in this political environment. Okay, I thought I saw a new text message here, but I guess not. Thank you, truckers. Yeah, I agree with that. All cats do is meow. Yeah, that's true. I heard a lot of people say they lost the sense of taste and smell after getting COVID. Yeah, that's the way I kind of look at it, Sandra. I chose to get the vaccine, but I respect people who don't want to do it. Well, and that's the other side of it, Laura. If nobody who had the vaccine got COVID, then that would make sense. But all they keep saying is, oh well, it lessens the symptoms. It's like, well, how do we know? It's all it just how do we know that maybe people that had mild symptoms of COVID wouldn't have had mild symptoms even if they hadn't taken the vaccine? There's no way. It's all kind of circular logic, and I don't know. Yeah, and that's crazy too. That's one of the reasons I'm actually reluctant to go to California to visit my mom is because of all the COVID nonsense there. Texas is largely a free state. You know, the, there aren't really any COVID restrictions. They tried locking down and forcing people to wear masks for a while, but they don't do that anymore. The best you see in the stores now is that masks are recommended, and most people don't wear them. Yeah, well, I'm not saying that COVID isn't real and that it's killing people, but it isn't worth the rest of us stopping living our lives over. We all have to kind of make up our own mind on these things. Yeah, California is doing the same thing too in certain areas. With the vaccine passports. I don't support that at all. You can't demand ID to vote, but you can force somebody to show ID to eat at a restaurant or go to a bar. That's insane. Yeah, that's it exactly, Sandra. Is it's part of our world now. We're gonna have to learn to live with it. There's it's a tragedy when anybody dies. 20 to 60,000 people a year die from the flu, but we don't shut down the world over it. We just accept that as part of life. Yeah, I agree with you, Peg Tooth. That's the kind of thing I expect in China. That's the kind of thing I expect in Russia. I don't expect that in America. We're supposed to be free. Well, that's especially insane is what they're doing in schools because kids are the ones who are least likely to get the coronavirus. Yes, it happens every once in a while. A kid does get it and a kid dies of it, but they're the ones that are least susceptible. The fact is that kids getting it is such a rare thing that it makes the news when it does happen. Yeah, I don't think it's all of California that's doing it. It's some of the cities. I know LA is doing it. I know San Francisco is doing it. You know, it's, this is generally why I don't trust politicians because I think a lot of them are wannabe dictators. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. Thank you, Laura Lee. Yeah, Gary was a great guy. I missed him even before he passed away. I wish I'd had the chance now to say goodbye. Like I said in the video, he was the one person I wandered around the park looking for before I quit. You were in the store the other day. Your strap broke, and you felt like you're splitting your pants in public. Yeah, I know. We do. We have the broken mask dance at work too, because the same thing happens. A little ear strap breaks, and all of a sudden you get to see somebody running through the plant holding their mask on their face like this while they run to the front to get a new one. It's just getting out of hand. Yeah, I unfortunately I don't like Nazi comparisons, but yeah, I agree with you, Luna. It's getting a little like that. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of thinking the same way, Nicholas. Let's change the subject. I don't want to talk about this either. I want to keep this upbeat. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, yeah. Gary was a great guy. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Yeah, bites back. Yes, he is. There he is. Yeah, yeah. I am enjoying the new shelf table, whatever it is. I've actually been working on a jigsaw puzzle back there. I got cat fur all over my nose now here. Ugh. You make the fur fly, buddy. Are you Tracy's love? Huh? Yeah, it came out nice. I'm happy with it. Actually, no, I haven't talked about the kitchen yet. I got a call the other day from the corporate office. I gave up on the local store. I called the corporate office last week and basically laid down the law with them. I got a call from them a couple days ago telling me that the cabinet should arrive here at my house on the first, which I believe is Tuesday. So I don't know. Fingers crossed. Maybe we're almost past this. I'm right. Like I said, the corporate office was really apologetic. I basically, told them I was really unhappy with how things were going. How I'm getting lied to. How I'm getting, you know, just led on over and over and over again. I was getting tired of it, and you know, they were really apologetic, and they said, "Well, if I can put you on hold, I'll call the cabinet maker and figure out what's going on, and then we'll know." And I said, "Well, I know from experience that getting a hold of them can be kind of difficult." So I said, "Why don't you call them and call me back when you have an answer?" And that was probably a good move because she called me about 2 hours later, and that's how long it took her to get through to them. And she didn't really have an answer, but a couple of days later, I got a call back from somebody else at corporate saying that they should be here on Monday or on Tuesday. So, like I said, fingers crossed, I'm ready to be past this. Hopefully, the people that install it will be more competent than the makers. Have I painted my room yet? No, but I think that might be the project for this week. I've picked a color, but I'm not sure I'm going to go with it now. I've kind of looked at it and I'm maybe not as into it as I initially was, but we'll go and I might go back today and find another color or a couple of colors and we may start painting the bedroom real soon here. It'd be nice to get all the painting behind me. Yeah, I hope it's over. Like I said, it's going to be a different company being the installers, so hopefully it won't be, the same kind of thing. Because you remember these things were supposed to be in my house or delivered to my house on December 10th, so they're almost 2 months late. And that was after waiting 3 months for them to build them. And of course, you remember the whole story there. After 2.5 months, I hadn't heard anything from them about what was going on. And so I went into the store and they called the cabinet maker, and the cabinet maker said, "Oh, yeah, we put the whole thing on hold because we were back ordered on one part." So, if I hadn't gone in that day, we'd probably still be waiting for that. So I don't know. I should have trusted my judgment initially and just not done business with Lowe's again because I had bad experiences with them in the past. But this just drove home again. I can't do business with Lowe's anymore. I'm glad that that I'm on good terms with Home Depot because I do need to have a good home improvement store. And I've dealt with Home Depot for like 30 years, and I've never had a problem with them. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I'm turning this into my place. It's slowly becoming my house. So I'm happy with how it's turned out. It's coming together nicely. And like I said, the bedroom is like, the bedroom, master bathroom, that's like the last bit. And then it's all painted. Your kid maybe sprained his foot. That's no fun. You want a belly rub? We got a call for a belly rub. You want to do a belly rub? Huh? Ah, I gotcha. It's belly rub time. He generally isn't very much of a fan of being handled, but for some reason he tolerates the belly rubs. Usually at this point he'd be squirming away from me if he were being held normally, but like I said, I think he likes these. Yeah, right. Any new recipes? Yeah, the next video going up is going to be a recipe vlog. I filmed it last week. Turned out good. I'm thinking about putting a new playlist up for recipes, and I'm going to call it Brett's favorite recipes. And that's the ones that I like, the ones that I've done that I think are the best. So you can go and try those and say these are the ones that Brett likes best. Yeah, I know. The inside of my place kind of looks like a Chili's, doesn't it? Where's Rhonda and the girls? I don't know. We haven't seen them in a couple weeks. I think Rhonda posted something on the Facebook page that there was an illness in that family, and that was why they missed it last week. Looks like I'm playing a guitar when I rub Bite's belly. That's funny. Another plus 5 degree day here. Yeah, we're supposed to hit 70 today. but we potentially have snow coming later in the week. You did Italian beef for the first time in the Instant Pot. Turned out awesome. Send me the recipe for that. I'd like to try that. You're not taking the mask off at all, not around germy kids. Huh? I heard that about the East Coast. They got pounded. Somebody was mentioning 2 feet of snow in Boston a little while ago. 50 in southwest Missouri with snow coming tomorrow, huh? We're supposed to get rain tomorrow, and then it's going to be good on Tuesday, and then it's supposed to be rainy on Wednesday. A cold rain that kind of turns into snow maybe on Thursday. They can't handle the cold. Couldn't live up north. I've been up north once in the winter, and I'll never do that again. Have you ever been to Bucky's? Yeah, there's a Bucky's in Temple, which is about 30 miles here. I've vlogged there a couple times, including I went one there once with Jordan. What email? That would be escapingthemouse@yahoo.com. Yeah, that's what they're saying. It's supposed to be raining on Wednesday, and they're talking about a high of 30 on Wednesday, and and then it's supposed to turn into snow on Thursday. Did I ever think of acting living in California? No. No, that wasn't my thing. Jordan was the one that was flirting with acting. You ought to go to Bucky's. Bucky's is a fun place to visit. You can go there and just hang out for an hour, just kind of wander around, look at this stuff. Apparently, every one of them is a little different. There's a lot of leeway in the local management to kind of personalize the store. They all have kind of some of the same things, but then there's a lot of stuff that's just unique to each store. Yeah, I think you sent me a tangy chicken wing recipe. I do remember something about that. But you have to go back because I did two visits to Bucky's. Hey, bye. You hanging out at the end of the hall now? Meow, meow, meow. So he's back. He may join us here in a minute. Wish they had one in Tallahassee. I don't know where the nearest one is, in Tallahassee. I know they got one, up in Dallas and the likes. Let's see. Uh, tablet here is downloading a bunch of stuff, so it's operating like a tank right now. Sometimes you got to cut your losses on stuff like that. The cat is looking everywhere for the cat sound. Rhonda said the same thing. When I shake the kitty treat jar, her cats come running. Joke for those of you with cats. Maybe dogs too. See, I even got his attention. Always thinking with his stomach. That's how you get him to get a little exercise. Now we'll wait for him to come back and we'll throw another one. Don't say chicken in front of your dog. Chicken, 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 chicken. Not sure how tangy the wings will be. I might have to add some flavor to it. It wouldn't be the first time. I'm definitely capable of doing that. Your dog just looked at you because of the noise. All right, that's working. It's good to know that so many pets are conditioned to recognize that sound. Oh, now we got both of them looking here. Nibble comes and visit when the stomach is greater than the fear. Too slow, buddy. Coax them out this way here. Throw the treats closer and closer to the kitty jar, or closer and closer to the camera here, and maybe they'll come and visit. You're such a gentleman, Bite. All right, well, whatever. Back to this. Okay, we got another comment here that's been held for review by YouTube. And It's this one here from Dana Pretzer. Oh, wait. Press the wrong button here. There we go. Well, heck, I accidentally hid Dana's, but Dana said, let's see, Pegtooth, Mr. Dress Up, LOL, the Prime Minister is more like Bozo the Clown. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to undo that. Sorry, Dana. That was my mistake. I pressed the wrong button. More chicken wings now. Yeah, I want chicken wings too. That sounds good. It's great seeing you again, Laura. Thanks for stopping in. No, you didn't do anything wrong. YouTube just overly cautious all of a sudden and blocking or well requesting certain things for review. It doesn't even make sense. I mean, somebody mentioned Nazis a minute ago, and that didn't get trigger this, but you calling the Prime Minister Bozo the Clown, apparently that's over the line. Whatever. Probably can't criticize China either. Yeah, I no idea what the uh, what the criteria is there on YouTube's part. I think they just pick something at random. Yeah, see, now that one they blocked too, I'll make sure I press the right button this time to show it. But Dana said, "Dear YouTube reviewer person, you suck." Press the right one this time. That's awesome. See somebody, yeah, it's almost like somebody at YouTube is watching this because blows. Yeah, that one didn't get censored. I guess the YouTube censors don't have a problem with that. Yeah, I definitely big YouTube is watching. Ugh. Okay, they didn't have a problem with that. Lowe's is Bozo the Clown. So now try saying Lowe's is the Prime Minister. Let's see if it goes that way. Howard Hessman died. I didn't hear that. That's too bad. I was just watching Dr. Detroit the other night. He's in that. He's great in that. Let's see if I can get independent confirmation of that. Internet connection is horrible today. Let's see if I can find some other source here. Yeah, yeah, confirmed. Hollywood Reporter is confirming it. Let's see here. Wait for it. Like I said, my internet connection really sucks today. Get it 81. Howard Hessman, who made a career out of portraying off-the-wall characters, none more popular than disc jockey Johnny Fever on the sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati, has died. He was 81. Died Saturday at Cedars-Sinai in LA. Complications of colon surgery he first had last summer. His wife, uh, actress and acting teacher Caroline, I'm not going to even try and pronounce the last name, told the Hollywood Reporter. Rest in peace, Howard Hessman. That's too bad. You think all my recipes turn out good? That's good. I'm glad you like them. I got some that I really like that are my favorites. Like I said, I was mentioning this earlier. I think I'm going to create a new playlist of my favorite recipes because there's probably a dozen or so that I think are just head and shoulders above the rest. In fact, the one you're going to see on Tuesday is one of those. It was a great recipe. It's something I this is one of those that I pulled out of that collection of recipes that my mom sent me, and this is something she made for us many times as a when we were kids. So it was good to get that again and try again. Okay, yeah, we can't seem to get YouTube to censor stuff. Lowe's is the prime minister, and they're both Bozo the clown. I don't know. Yeah, Howard Hessman passed away yesterday at Cedar Sinai in L.A. Complications of colon cancer surgery he had. Actually, I didn't say colon cancer, just said colon surgery. Hi, Jan. How you doing? Winnipeg is Winterpeg now, huh? Yeah, it seems like most of the north is right now. We're supposed to maybe get some snow here in a couple of days, which is cool. They're saying it probably won't last long, but that's okay. That's the best kind of snow. It's pretty for a little while and then it's gone. Last year we got like 3 inches, and that was unusual. That was like a 50-year storm or something like that. I don't really have a lot of experience because this is just my third winter in Texas. But the first year we got just a little dusting of snow one night, and it was basically gone by noon the next day. And then last year we got that deep freeze that froze us solid for about 5 days, and that snow, that like I said, that was about 3 inches, but it stuck for 3 or 4 days because of how cold it was. And I think the storm that they're talking about now will probably be like that one the first year. Jan got snow a few days ago, 5 inches of pure powder. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. what'll happen, snow wise. I'll have to see what they do work wise because when we got that 3 inches of snow last year, they shut down the plant for a few days. In fact, that was one of those days that I went in before they made the decision to close the plant down, and so I got to go in and go back home again. Yeah, that's what they're saying here too. VNA is supposed to be a wintry mix, so I don't know what that means. I guess that means rain and snow. Second time it snowed in Amarillo so far, huh? Yeah, we haven't gotten anything. I mean, we had some cold weather blow through here. What, a week and a half ago, but we didn't get any snow or anything like that out of it. I suppose if it did rain, it would have been it would have frozen and turned into a sleet or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured that meant. VNA, rain, snow, and sleet. I'd never experienced sleet until last year. The morning it started snowing, it started off sleeting because I could hear it. I could hear it hitting the windows. Being from somebody who's from California, though, that's so much fun to watch it snow. You sent the recipe. Okay, let's see if we got that here. Let's see. Can I get your mail on this? Is it that? No, it's something else. Let me see if it's in there. There it is. Okay, I got it. Let's see how long it takes the phone to open it up here. Yeah, I see it. It's good. All right, yeah, I'll definitely look at that. Once had a hail there. It used to hail every once in a while in California. In fact, I think I got video on my TV somewhere of that happening, of a hailstorm. Gene made lemonade yesterday. Turned out good. That's good. I like lemonade. Have the cats been in the snow? No, no, they're too lazy. They're indoor cats exclusively. It's good, but I'll have to tweak it to my liking. Oh, I'm capable of tweaking it. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why, the weather was one of the reasons when I came to Texas, I made the decision that I didn't want another outdoor job. It's too hot in the summer, it's too cold in the winter. Yeah, I could get away with that in California where we never really had extremes either way, but not here. It had to be an indoor job in a climate controlled environment. That's just me. I'm too old for that now. Jen made homemade chili yesterday. Guess what we're having for lunch? I don't know, apple pie? Yeah, golf ball size hail, that could be a little painful. Made spare ribs in the Instant Pot. Yeah, I made ribs in the Instant Pot. Turned out really good. I was very, very pleased with that. That's definitely something that would end up on my favorite recipes list. Gene's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Gene. It's good seeing you again. Boss says it has to go lower than -30 to shut down work. For reference, alcohol freezes at -40. Yeah, I've never seen hail that big either. The stuff we get, we got in California, it's usually pea-size hail or maybe something slightly larger than that. I guess it can get up to like softball size. That stuff that'll break your window. I guess that kind of stuff is possible in Texas. So the previous owner here mentioned that they replaced the roof recently due to hail damage. So I guess it can happen. I don't see why I couldn't do steak in the Instant Pot. I've done things in the Instant Pot that I didn't think were even possible. So, I did banana bread in the Instant Pot. Wouldn't think that any kind of a something that's, like a bread-like substance would work in the Instant Pot, but it worked great. And that quarter size hail, that's still pretty good size. That's bigger than anything I've seen. Let's see what I have. I had some video of that, but I guess it isn't on here anymore. Yeah, I guess I don't have that on that computer anymore. Yeah, banana bread's good. I heard about the asteroid. I didn't track it. I mean, they make such a big deal about across within 1 million miles of Earth. 1 million miles is 4 times the distance to the moon. So it didn't. You'll get my attention when it passes between the moon and the Earth. How big of an influence is the Gulf of Mexico on the weather? It's a huge influence. That's the reason why it's so hot and humid, because that's all that Gulf moisture. It's also the cause of all the rain and stuff like that we get in the summer, because that's all that moisture coming in off the Gulf, hitting the Arctic breeze that's coming in from the west. That's the cause of tornadoes too. Warm, moist air meaning cool, dry air. Any update on the cabinets? I got a call from the corporate office a couple days ago saying that they're predicting that the cabinet should be in on the 1st, which is Tuesday. And they say it'll arrive at the store, but I should get it here hopefully on the same day because the store is only a few miles away. So, we'll see. It'll be nice to be past that part of it. I am so over all of this nonsense. I'm hoping the installation will go smoothly. That'll be a different company than the people who made the cabinets or Home Depot themselves. So hopefully they'll know what they're doing. It's a little easier to hold them accountable because they'll be right there in the house. If they don't do the job well, I can smack them right then and say, hey, this isn't right. When you're dealing with some cabinet maker on the other side of the country, there's not much you can do. Is the shelter stocked and accessible? It's accessible. I don't expect it to be something that I'd have to go in and live in for a long time. The main purpose of it is like for a tornado, and a tornado will be over very quickly. So I don't really stock anything in. About the only thing that's in it is a chair to sit in. Yeah, Amarillo is more on the west side of the state, and I've kind of noticed that if you draw a line right up the center of Texas, where Mexico is, you get west of a certain point, you get Mexico to your south, and east to a certain point, you get the Gulf of Mexico that's south of you, and so it seems that the weather comes directly in. So if the weather's coming off of Mexico, then it tends to be drier and less humid. And if it's coming in off of the Gulf of Mexico, it tends to be more moist. That's, I think, why the east side of Texas is greener than the west side. Yeah, yeah. I bet you, golf ball and larger hail will put dents in cars. There's all sorts of signs around here of people that do repair that kind of damage. Yeah, I've seen the ISS fly over a bunch of times. I got an app, I think, or I had an app. I don't know if I actually got it on this phone. It tells you where. Yeah, I still have it. It'll tell you where it is right now. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that kind of sucks. Let's see. Okay, so one of the things this thing does, it calculates where you are and tells you when you can see it. So apparently, I'll be able to see it at night uh, on February 2nd. I gotta learn how to read this because this app has updated a lot since I've last used it. So right now it thinks I'm somewhere else. So, but apparently it's kind of at the equator, kind of underneath Mexico, right out in the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. So okay, whatever. You like the T-shirt? Yeah, that's something I got on one of my adventures with Jordan when we went to Baker, California. Baker's a place that has that alien jerky place. It's kind of on the way to Vegas, and we visited that place a couple times. Also has the world's largest thermometer if you're interested. I was trying to find something interesting for a t-shirt. Keeps things interesting, something to talk about, right? I was more into like UFOs and stuff like that when I was younger. It's still kind of interesting, and I do believe there's life out there, but I don't follow it as much at this point. That might change if I actually saw something, but I wonder what secret first that happened on the ISS. Yeah, I know. That'd be interesting to know. Kind of fun to have just a camera on the outside of that thing to see what they see. See, that's something I would do is if I were, on that thing, I'd put a camera pointed down to Earth that it would live stream 24 hours a day. Yeah, it gets pretty cold in Minnesota. Like I said, I went there once. Was in northern Minnesota, like in January, and never again, never again. Too cold. There's some people that can deal with that. I am not one of them. Ever have interest in Area 51? I was, like I said, when I was into UFOs, that was, of course, a big thing. But it kind of ceased to be as fascinating when it started showing up on Google Maps. For a while there, you couldn't even find it on the map. Now you look at Nevada, about 50 miles north of Las Vegas. It's actually listed right there on the map. They got a satellite image of it. So, I mean, those of you who followed us when we made the trip to Texas a few years ago know that we stopped in Roswell. And that was kind of fun. That whole town is about UFOs, because of that story in the 50s. Yeah, it makes sense that there be a UFO town in Vulcan, Alberta. That sounds like as good a place as any for one. They're just bite chilling on the floor there. Jan's back. Had to go get some coffee. Got your priorities. Yeah, next vlog you're gonna see on Tuesday is a cooking vlog. I shot that last week. It was pretty good. I think people were abducted by aliens, possibly. Do I know for a fact it happened? No. Maybe it happened. Maybe they were just on drugs. Who knows? We're really, really drunk. The thing is, here's the thing that I think that kind of calls into question UFOs. We got footage of UFOs from the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. You'd think if that was a big thing, you'd think they'd be all over the place now because everybody has a high definition camera on their cell phone. And so you'd think that they'd be all over the place if that was actually happening. Leonard Nimoy's hands are cast in bronze in Vulcan. That I guess that makes sense. SG says meow. What do you think about that? Huh? Yeah, ghost towns are kind of fun. Come on, ST said hello. Hello, she said meow. No, nothing. When your fans just said hello to you and you don't have anything to say, you're a bad host, Mike. Sorry, you are. Elon Musk says he doesn't believe in aliens because if they existed, there would be concrete evidence by now, unless somebody's covering it up. We're all talking about weird things on Sunday, and your mail lady just brought mail. I got a. You remember when I sold T-shirts last summer? One of them never got delivered, and I had to ship it again. And I just got a email this morning from the post office. They can't find it, so they've given up. Yep, that's the post office for you. So, anybody else got any weird things to talk about? I don't know. Maybe that's something different in Texas. I've noticed here that I see mail carriers out on Sundays here, which I never used to see in California. But you see them driving their trucks around from time to time. Arkansas just hit a major quartz crystal deposit. Huh? That'd be kind of cool. Mom's doing all right. I guess she's a little under the weather. I didn't get much of a text blast this morning. Um, just dealing with a little personal, a little private business, and that's all she really said is she's just a little under the weather. But doesn't sound like it's anything serious. I guess I'll get more of a update when I talk to her later on today. Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten anything to the post office on Sunday either, but Sometimes I ride my bike in the winter. I'll tell her that, Jen. Thank you. I'm sure she thanks you too. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually seen them out delivering mail, but or what they're delivering. I just see the vehicles out and about. Maybe it is packages. Maybe they're discovering that they have to start acting like a normal business and can't just shut down one day a week like other businesses do, but like the government does. I don't know. We'll see. Ugh. On the other hand, another explanation, Jen, maybe that mail you got, maybe they're just really, really late. It is the post office after all. Anyone have strangely named towns in your area? Well, that would be a good thing is if the post office tried to compete a little bit more with some of their private sector equivalents. I mean, the post office didn't used to do things like overnight packages or tracking of packages or anything until FedEx and UPS came in and started doing their thing. Basically they're doing things the same way they've done it for 50 years until they start getting real competition. And then they had to start doing some of that stuff. I honestly think it's just time we abolish the post office. Private sector can do that. Jen's taking us all along to go check it out. I got my shoes on, ready to go. Let's go, Jen. Yeah, I know that's unfortunately true, John. Yeah, Gary was a great guy. I'm gonna miss him. I was proud to be able to do a video. As I mentioned, another friend from Disney set up a Facebook page for him, and that was what I actually made that video for that. And the video you saw, basically, I just slapped a beginning and an end on it, and other than that, that was the video I posted on there. Well, I mean, I made jokes about the post office losing mail, before, when this happened. And, I just have this image in my head. I think of that scene at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark when the government has taken control of the Ark and is filing it away in this large warehouse somewhere, never to be seen again. And um, I have an image that's like the post office, dead letter office. And there's just some guy in there going, is this it? No. Is this it? No. Is this it? No. You know, I mean, I knew there was zero chance they were going to find that thing. If they did, the person who ordered it would get two. But since they lost it now, I think I'm going to say, okay, well, you got to refund me for the loss because I had to pay, for another T-shirt to be made, and I had to pay to ship it, so they had to reimburse me for that. Hey, there's Rhonda. Yeah, every Sunday, Rhonda, about the same time, same bat channel, same bat time. Yeah, they still deliver it home here, but I've got a mailbox in the front of the yard, so they don't have to walk anymore. I remember when I was growing up in California, the mailman walked. He had this little push cart thing, and he just went door to door. Oh, sorry, Rondo, we didn't mean to get you in trouble. Every week, usually. Oh, well, at least it was important, Jan. A buy one get one free pizza offer. Playing with your new pet. What's your new pet, Rhonda? You got a skinny pig. All right. Pigs are supposedly great pets. Got amazing personalities. Went to buy dog food, and the girls saw it. And yeah, well, oh, it's a hairless guinea. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you said you got a skinny pig. It's a guinea pig. Okay. Guinea pigs. I've had guinea pigs. They're cool pets. I didn't know there was any such thing as a hairless guinea pig. They call them skinny pigs. Okay. I have never heard of that before. Farm pigs are very smart and powerful, but delicious too. That's true. Hey, there's Jeff. Speaking of things that are delicious, it's an inside out guinea pig, huh? Yeah, I heard that you're getting a little bit of a cold streak there in Florida. We're maybe getting snow later on this week, Wednesday or Thursday. I hope it happens on Wednesday because I'll be home for that. Thursday I'll be at work and I'll miss it all. Yeah, I'd never heard of a skinny pig either, and I thought it was just a pig that was thin. That's the beauty of Google here. We can call that up here and see what we get. Yeah, it's just exactly what you'd imagine. Just exactly what you'd imagine. The guinea pig without hair. Never know what you're going to find on Google, huh? A lot of snow in Canada, huh? A church-wide dinner after church today, huh? Best food ever. All right. So that means we won't be losing you to go have lunch then, huh? Snowing like mad right now. We're supposed to, like I said, we're supposed to get a little snow later on in the week. I hope so. So that's the second one I showed you. That's what it looks like, huh? Like that one. I never knew they had hairless guinea pigs. Rhonda says too much snow, huh? All right, Jeff's only 59 away from hitting the 1,000 subscriber mark. So if you aren't already there, go check out Jeff's cooking channel called Cooking with the Kid. Let's push him to 1,000. That way he gets to monetize and start making a little money for his work. Came out of the house the other day. The snow was to the middle of the doors on the car. That's a lot. I had guinea pigs as a kid. I had three of them at one point. A white one with pink eyes, a kind of a white and brown one, and a black one. Between the two of us, Rhonda's getting fat. Yeah, you're making progress slowly but surely. You'll hit that number. You come up and visit. Live stream's over, almost over. Might be your last chance. You have anything you want to say? No? I had all sorts of pets when I was a kid. I don't think there's been one time in my life since I was probably 6 or 7 that I didn't have some sort of pet in my life. Now it's these guys. Say hi to Charlotte and Logan. Bye. Come on, at least you can look at them. You see yourself? Huh? You had 3 cats, 2 dogs, a rabbit, a hamster, and now a skinny pig. Huh. All the girls are kissing the TV. That's cool. Some people say Bite looks like he's stuffed. Are you stuffed? Yeah, you're definitely stuffed. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that, but I don't think Bite really is that skinny. You're not wasting away, Bite, are you? Yeah, yeah, he's spoiled. He's almost a maxi cow, aren't you? Big Bite. Yeah, that's how you get him to be real affectionate. He's half the size of Bob Buttons, and this is another one that Facebook or that YouTube has chosen that needs to be reviewed. I don't know. I don't get what their criteria is. I'm kind of the same way, Jen, with the squirrels in the yard. Yeah, when the pecans are on the trees and they're well fed, but I've got like dried corn on the cob that I put out for them in the winter when it gets a little cold when the food is a little scarce. I like having the squirrels in the yard too, so that's sort of kind of the thing to encourage them to keep coming back. That's my buddy, right? You my buddy? Yeah. Oh, Jeff might be coming to Waco this fall. That's cool. Definitely stop in and say hi. You dumped a 6 foot bag of popcorn in the yard. Yeah, I don't go that far all out, but but I buy like bags of like dried corn on the cob, and I put that out for the squirrels. Like I said, I like seeing him in the yard. So, well, fall's a good time to be to Texas too. It's not going to be too hot, not going to be too cold. It'd be fun to get together. I'd like to meet you. We bought it at Costco for a snack, but it was stale. Okay. When will Jordan visit Texas? We haven't set a date yet, but we'll figure something out. He told me he does want to come. He's got some plans to kind of blow through Texas, so it'll be good to see him again. I hope he brings the Joster. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to drive or fly though. It kind of sounded like he was maybe thinking about driving because it sounded like he had like a whole bunch of things in the area that he wanted to see, and that kind of it seems to imply that he might be driving. If that's the case, he might not bring Jaw. Rhonda would love to travel anywhere. I'm so sick of looking at the walls. Yeah, well, that's why I try and make my walls interesting to look at. I haven't been to that part of town to check that out. That's right behind the Dr. Pepper Museum, where they had all those cargo containers. Um, it might have been one of those things that they kind of put on hold as a result of COVID. But like I said, I haven't been there in a while, so I had to check that out and see. Bite stared at me, and like you said, oh no, not Jaw. I think at the end, Bite and Nibble were starting to get used to the idea of Jaw because there'd be cases that Jaw would be sitting on my lap, we'd be watching TV, and Bite would kind of come up, get up on his hind legs and look at the and on the side of the chair and kind of look, and he wouldn't freak out as much. So I think it's possible over time that they could become friends, but that's probably the chance of that's probably over now because it's been too long that they haven't seen each other. Oh, Rhonda painted her kitchen. That's good. It's good to be able to do that. Well, the truth is, I've kind of put in my 2 hours today, so I think I'm going to pull the plug on this one because I got a vlog to do today, and I got to get a little bit caught up again here. I took a few days off last week, uh, and so I've only got two more videos in the hopper, and I want to kind of get those, get a little bit more of a buffer in there. So got to start that. So I'm going to end this one now. Thanks everyone for watching. I had a good time today, and I'll see you next week. Have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.